What's going on, guys? It's Dave from Two Average Dudes. Mike will chime in a second. Okay, so, don't know if you guys heard this, but Justin Trudeau wants a helipad at his residence, which is the cottage, but it's so he can get back and forth quicker. Back and forth? What urgency does he have? Like, come on. Okay, one thing, it's the helipad. The next thing is, we'll need a helicopter. Then the next thing is, we need pilots to fly it at his beck and whim. You know what? If he gets this, we all have to be a little touched. We've been waiting years to replace helicopters, and he can just go and say, I need a helipad, a helicopter, and some pilots, and he gets it? Come on! Like, this is ridiculous. We pay so much for him. He moved over to this cottage instead of the place because he said, oh, it's terrible, it needs work and everything else. So he went to the cottage, and he's got pontoon boats and everything else. He has a driver, and, he's making twice what he did when he was an MP. Like, as Prime Minister, he's making about twice. So now we're paying for his nanny, his driver, his organic diet. Organic diet! If you want to have an organic diet, pay for it yourself. Why am I, a stroke survivor, paying for my own food and everything else, and trying to keep it like decent food, and you're sitting there flitting around eating an organic diet? Like, the waste of money and the expense you are to taxpayers is incredible. So what do we do about this? I don't know. He is out of control. He planted a garden. Well, I don't believe he planted a garden. He had a garden planted, let's put it this way. And I guarantee you, he isn't out picking weeds out of the friggin' thing. But it's an organic vegetable garden, okay? Well, I guess the deer were getting it and eating it. So he made us, as taxpayers, pay $14,000 to put a fence around it. What? If a deer comes out and eats my garden out here, he has to get through the chicken wire, not a $14,000 fence. Like, what is... has his ability to stop spending disappeared? Like, is it just an open checkbook now that he is Prime Minister? Oh, Canadians pay for this for me, and that for me, and I'll just take this and make them pay for this. That's all he is doing. He is spending your money. And he's out of control. $14,000 for a fence. A helicopter landing pad close by. Come on! We don't need that. And you, Trudeau, are wasting our money. You're throwing it down the tubes. You've put us in debt so much, it's ridiculous. Get a grip on things. People, we have an election coming up this fall. Look at what he is blowing money on. Look at what he has done to this country so far and how much he has put us in debt. Like, this country is a mess right now. We got to take it back. We got to vote him out. Mike, what do you have to say about this?
Hey, Dave, it's funny how this is working, okay? This guy lives off our dollar all day long. And then he reimburses a little bit to make it look like he's not raping us so bad as taxpayers. Like, for example, at his cottage little home there, he decided to put in a sauna. He was nice enough to pay for the sauna himself, okay? So he did fork out the money for the sauna. But we paid to install it. We paid for the electrical hookups. We paid for all the plumbing hookups. We paid for all that. So the taxpayers actually paid more because it costs more to install the sauna than a sauna actually costs. But hey, I reimbursed you for the cost of the sauna, so therefore it must be okay. This guy's done a lot of bad stuff. Like, come on. It's a 25-minute drive, and that's too far for him, so he wants a helipad so he doesn't have to make that 25-minute drive. If you don't want that drive, go back and live at Sussex Place. That's where you're supposed to live. And for the record, Sussex Place last year paid $101,000 for hydro and gas costs in an empty house where no one lives. Well, wait a minute. There are people that use it. The kitchen staff uses it. Justin Trudeau's fun diet that you're talking about, Dave, is actually prepared by the kitchen staff at Sussex Place, and then it's delivered from there to Trudeau's cottage. What the? Does no one find that absurd? This is beyond absurd. Here's a number I'm going to throw at you guys. And this is reality. This is true. Okay? Because of the ridiculous spending and all the waste, and even Trudeau padding his own repairs, because, you know, there's tons of repairs he's done at this place he's living in, you know, at his home that we forked over to improve the value of his home. But right now, guys, every day, our debt is growing by $50 million. Our federal debt is growing by Our federal debt is growing by $50 million every day. That's $2 million per hour. Okay? That's what we're bleeding. This has got to stop. This has got to stop. People got to be held accountable. Okay? We're paying utilities on 2 places. We're paying to cook food in one place and get it to another place. We're doing repairs and maintenance on both places. Million went into repairs and maintenance on Trudeau's new home, even though there's already a home there. It's time to stop all this, guys. $50 million debt per day we're getting. $2 million per hour. Think about that. If you like our videos, guys, thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.